This is one of my favorite blacktail buck videos. There's 3 does that came in, and one of them squatted in the corner of this video and took a pee, and then they moved off, and they're actually in the background now, and this buck was dogging them, and watch his reaction. He stuck his nose down right where that one peed, and obviously that particular doe is in season, and this guy is quite interested. It was also interesting to me that they stayed in an area that couldn't have even been a quarter-mile wide. The doe stayed there, the buck stayed there, and they just kind of went in circles in front of these trail cameras. I find quite a few rubs where the bucks are rubbing on the trees, but I don't find an awful lot of scrapes on the ground. They definitely scrape in the same areas, but it's just not as common as what I've seen with whitetail. This particular area is one of the areas, and you can see this buck rubbing his tarsal glands together. He checks on his back legs, he checks the ground, sniffs, grabs a little lichen, and moves on in his route. This is that same buck about a quarter-mile away. You can see the young alders there, and he's checking some scrape areas. There's also, the reason I found this place is those young alders are all ripped up. You can't see it in this black and white, but in the daytime it's pretty obvious this is a regular haunt. So he's smelling an area there where his scrapes are, and I've got video of the does coming through there and peeing. Here's another trail camera of the same area, different vantage point, and it's daytime. You can see he's coming through there doing exactly the same thing. So Chris has been with us on trail camera adventures before, and he knows an awful lot about big blacktails. And anyway, I'm going to have him share a few of his thoughts about these blacktail and where to find them, and in particular the bucks, because they're the ones that are just so interesting. Okay, Chris, so everyone can pretty much find blacktail, but it's the really big bucks that are the tough ones to find. You got any advice or ideas on how you do it?
Well, number one would be really just gauging the area, looking at a map, online map, Onyx maps, and really finding those timber patches, alder patches, vine maple, and then going into big timber, because big blacktail bucks love cover, where to the point where you could probably walk by them within 5 to 10 feet and you wouldn't even know they were bedded down there, and they're just going to watch you walk right by them.
They just don't seem to move, do they?
They don't move. No, they don't. And then if they do, it's a slow-mo move, and you might see ear twitch. That's about it. In a lot of these videos that John puts out, you watch a lot of these big blacktail bucks, and you look at what time of day or what time of night. The big one is the nighttime, because they are nocturnal. So you find those big timber patches with thick vine maple on the outskirts, thick reproduced trees, Weyerhaeuser land, and so on. That you find those trails that are coming in and out of those corridors, those travel lanes. That's usually what I look for, those heavily used trails where you're seeing a lot of doe. I don't really need to see a buck track right away. If I see does, I know they're going to be there eventually.
They love that nasty, thick stuff. They love
that nasty. The nastier, the better. And I know going on in the video, we'll talk a little bit more regarding calling in those thick, nasty areas and pulling those bucks out in a way that you can get good film on them.
All right. Okay, Chris, there's a lot of discussion and ideas and thoughts about how big a area that these blacktail live in. The does seem to travel a little bit more than the bucks, but we're all guessing. What do you think? Is it seasonal? Is it what is it?
Well, I do believe that it's seasonal. When the bucks are in velvet, they are surely out in the open. They don't like getting their antlers hit at all. They don't like getting them tangled up in the vine maple. When it becomes more, when their antlers harden, they move into the timber a lot more, little thick areas. When it's the rut, it's October-ish, it's November. Those bucks are moving everywhere, and following those does. And when there's one buck, there's going to be 2 bucks, and there might be 3 bucks.
Do you think they go outside of their area?
I think they do.
How big is that area, though? That's the thing that I'm curious about.
It could be, I'm taking a guess, really. It can be a 10-acre tract. It could be a 5-acre tract. And then later on in the season, end of November, December-ish, January, you're looking at maybe 100-yard area. They don't move.
It's all about cover,
especially
isn't it?
Those big bucks. It could be a suburban area, and you'll see a 40 by 40 patch of thick goodness, I call it, vine maple, and there's a big buck in there, and that's where he's going to live. And he's not going to move. He doesn't need to. So it really is seasonal and weather dependent, really, as well. I found that when in the windier, the nastier it is, those bucks are moving. Those blacktail are moving all over the place. It's a fantastic time to get a lot of good footage on film.
So I want to talk about migration, and not in the sense of miles and miles that we all know that mule deer do, and some of the areas that I've been, whitetail have a little bit of a migration. It's all about the winter. On St. Helens, there's some areas that are really steep, and there's some mountaintops, and there's one big buck in particular that we started this video with that I want to find his haunts. The only time I see him on my trail camera is in the worst of the snow during the winter, and he's down in the valley. So I got a feeling there's a bit of a migration with this guy. What do you think?
I think that's definitely migration is a very strong term to use. I believe that the black-tailed deer will follow the snow line for sure.
That makes sense.
They follow the snow line. The Cascade Roosevelts, not really a migration, but they'll definitely follow that snow line and get down into the farmlands, if there is farmlands.
Definitely,
get down in the lower elevation a little bit. There's not much of a migration, but they definitely follow that snow line quite a bit.
So really, when you're looking at where the buck may hang out during the spring, it's a higher elevation because there's no snow.
For sure.
So they could be all the way up 4,000 or 5,000 feet.
Correct.
And then come December and January, when I'm getting them down at 1,000, it's only because the snow's pushing them down.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So this guy in particular, the big boy in particular, that we're going to find his haunts, he does happen to be at the bottom of about, I think it's a 3,000 foot cliff. So we're gonna make that effort and climb that. It's not a cliff, it's very steep.
And I think what we'll find is, and when we're doing the studying on onyx and whatnot, we'll find some finger ridges, and that's really what we're looking for with big black-tailed buck. We're looking for those finger ridges coming down, some access to water for sure, and some good vegetation. But those big blacktails love to haunt on those finger ridges so they can look over the top and look down in. So
that's a good point. what I noticed about this one is there is some water up top, and there's actually water that come down, creeks that come down in two different areas. So I'm kind of hoping as we ascend and get to the top when the snow starts going away, that there are some trails that go right up to it. There's also, because of the creeks that come down, it's there's some older growth, some riparian there area that they have not cut, and I have a feeling that that's what the blacktail. They absolutely love that.
That old cat roads they can walk and make trails, and you'll find those just beat down old cat roads, CC trails. That those big blacktails, even big bulls, will venture down and use as a good thorough way.
Well, we're gonna seek those out on this one, and hopefully he's got it all marked up with.
There's definitely be some rubs and whatnot from the last couple of years. So.
All right, thank you. That's no good. I've had people mess with this one before, and I'm betting they messed with it again. Looks like the clip is actually broke on it. Huh. I don't know why people mess with other people's things. Well, there is a card in there, so yeah, this whole clip is broken off. So maybe not. Maybe a bear did it. We'll find out. Oh my gosh, the battery's still working. Okay, turn it off. We'll get that card out of there, and we'll find out what was messing with it. There's an amazing amount of elk down in here. It's all scratched up everywhere, so maybe, and the elk are the hardest of all things on my camera, so maybe it's just elks. Okay, here we go. Hi, Calamity. Are you ready? You gotta pull these cameras. In the next few minutes, we retrieve videos of cougars, bears, elk, deer, coyotes, bobcats, and all sorts of animal behavior, including calls and chases. It's one of the most amazing collection of animal videos that you will ever see. Pour the water up first. No, you ready to go? Okay. All right. You ready? Okay, come on, let's go. Come on. Yeah, there is a, looks like a deer got hit there. Boy, this has gotten thick in here. Come on. Come on. Ah, now it's starting to open up a little bit. There we go. This was, oh, this is one of the very first areas that I took Calamity into. Yeah, when she was a real tiny girl. In fact, it was this time of year too, and the ferns weren't quite this high, but she was also, she couldn't see. So kind of remember that, huh? So once again, we've got about 5 or 6 cameras that we need to pull out of here, and they've been here for a long time. What you looking at, huh? And the ferns are tall. Absolutely gorgeous in here. Look at this. Gorgeous. Alright. I'll put this up for a while and I'll pull it out when we get to our first camera. 65 degrees when I got out of the car. I think it's probably going to be closer to 70 or 75 by the time we finish, but we're gonna stay in the trees, so keep it cool. Just Calamity today. All right. Look how there's no moss on this log. This is where all the animals go, right along here. And we have up here a little bit our first camera. See if it's all over it. Oh my goodness, spider webs everywhere. So turn it off and turn it on. See what happens. Off, on, nothing. Okay, so the batteries are dead, not surprising. Been here a long time, but it's you can, oh, look at those. Pretty neat, huh? Those are big, aren't they? It was pretty easy to get off of it and then take a long time to find the game trail again. But with the dog in front of you, their nose has a tendency to kind of stay on where the animals are going. And you can see. I think it is still there. Oh, good news. So there's how one road goes that way, splits, it goes that way. There's animal trails that go up there. And sure enough, there's my camera still there. Got it up high enough to where it is not bothered by any leaves or ferns that have come up. This time I am going to tie her off. Like I usually do, not just step on it. And we're going to check the camera and cross our fingers that it's still working. A few spider webs. See how well the batteries did here. Okay, turn it off. Flip her back on again. We're looking for light. Oh yeah! So this one's still working. That's great because that's probably 6 months. Oh, you see how it's failing there? The batteries are at the end. All right. End of its life. Okay. So it's interesting to me how alert she is right now. I mean, we just started, so there's just some excitement about getting back in the woods, and we are fairly close to the road, so she always looks to the road when a car or truck goes by. But I think that as birdie as she's being, I think the animals just came through here, or they're right around, because she is very, very much on alert. So we've got 2 more cameras about, and they are our last 2. They're about a quarter mile up this ridge on the edge of a clear cut, and we'll see what we got up there. But I can tell this has been a major thoroughfare. Yeah, she's trying to pick something up again. Let's see if we see a change in behavior. It's just kind of gradually working. So that tells me that since I'm taking her up here, the animals she was on were taking that lower road. And until she runs into a fresher track, it's going to be behavior like this. Just kind of gradual, just working it. Not much different than man tracking as well. Not much different at all. So this is an obvious animal corridor. You see how this tree has fallen across the old road. You see how all the limbs right through the middle are broken. Now we used to go up and around, but apparently, I'm guessing the elk have gone through here so many times, they've just broke it down and decided to barge right through. We'll see what she decides to do. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see it. It kind of goes underneath there, up and around. That's the way they've been going. Rather than hopping over these, they go up around, and I imagine come out just on the other side of that deadfall there. Let's see what she does. She's gonna check that area out. See the trail there. See if she turns around. What do you think, girl? Did they go that way or not? Head up. So she's thinking, and I'm guessing she's going to work her way back. We'll see when she gets over here what happens. Pretty, huh? There she comes. Doing a slow circle. Wondering what happened to the trail. See what she does when she gets over here. Oh, now she's on it. What looked obvious to me, head down. She's working again. Yep, that's the way they went. So that's a really basic, quick tutorial on how to read your hounds, or any dog for that matter, behavioral changes. Okay, just now we had another change in behavior. So look at how she's really snorting up the area. Can you hear that? She's working it, so she's on something again. Not quite sure the direction of travel. We've actually had stops here before, and she's acted like that. So I think this is a bedding area for a deer. I think a deer likes this bedding area. Oh, look, the mud is tromped down there. It looks like deer size, not elk hoof. Oh yeah, look at that trail going down. She's on that. So that's their escape route right down there. Good girl, you found it, didn't you? You found it. You can see how they go right through there. Come on, we're gonna go up. Come on, come on. Come on, this way. Okay, I'm gonna try to get you a hound level view of the dog working. Can we do that? Let's go back here. Let's try it. Let's try it if we can. Come on. I don't know how well that worked. Second time through, she had her head up. Gonna break into the clear cut and some sunshine here a little bit. Grab 2 more cameras and then cut back through the forest where it's cooler and call it a successful trip. Oh, no, get away, bees. You don't want those bees. Yeah, you should know what bees do by now. Yeah. So this is a perfect place coming up. We've got 2 cameras. I see one is still there. Yay. A perfect place to show you for people that are trying to get more pictures of predators versus ungulates, how to set it up. I've had great success in getting cats and coyotes. You'll always get them on the main trails, but not nearly as many as if you start thinking like a predator. Okay, so we're coming up on a clear cut. We're inside a reprod. So there's major trails coming, and we're on one. Animal trails coming in and out of the forest. So where I have that camera in front of us set up, that's really good for, you know, the elk and deer going in and out. And occasionally I'll get a bear, and I have got cats out that too. But where you want the predators, especially the lions, is on the inside, just on the inside. So if you look really close, and that's how you set up your camera. If you look really close, you'll, on a lot of these places, and I haven't, oh, there it is there. You'll notice a secondary small trail seat just inside. There it is, right there. See how it winds along there? So if I wanted more cat pictures, predator pictures in this area, I would set up pointing down there. So, because they skirt inside the woods. Looks like at this point they'll probably go up, turn in. I might catch the tail onto, and then they go back down and they work along the edge. Ambush, that's what it's all about. So let's see how these cameras fared. Oh, I can see already this one's been bumped around. Okay. Oh yeah, it's even a little loose. Off, on. Oh, it's working. That's fantastic. Such a joy. So it's been working for months. Now, none of these are on bait stations. If I put a bait station up, you know, the deer and elk come regularly, and then you use up all your camera in a hurry. This has got to be one of the most scenic areas. So I'm pulling these because I'm not coming back in here for another 6 to 8 months. There's Swift Reservoir. Look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And I've got another one on a tree up around the corner here. So we'll go see what that one is. The reason I put this other one here was, oh, I see the back of the strap, was because some of the cats and one bear in particular, this is going to be his 3rd year, was coming through here. Oh, you can see how they've got it kind of beat down. That's not that old. That's the main trail for all the ungulates that goes right there. But this is predominantly the predator trail. Deer and elk use it too, but that's definitely, if you're an ambush predator, you want to be on these edges. So let's see how we're doing here. Come on, battery. It's so exciting when they're working, because now you know you haven't really missed anything. On and off. Yeah, so nothing here. Okay, that's all right. So either this one had weaker batteries in it for start, or not as good batteries, or there's a whole lot more activity on it, which we're going to find out. The reason I've got this one on a strap is because I don't know. Oh, the threads are broken off down in there. I think this is one that elk just ran into and broke it all off. Okay, time to load these in the backpack and work our way back down. You're being a much better girl now. Well, the original plan was to go back through the forest where it's cooler, but it hasn't gotten that. I'm going to take this off just a second. It hasn't got that. Pardon the jiggles. Oh. Ow. I got so many things wrapped around my neck. It's hard to do. There we go. Oh. So it hasn't got all that hot yet. Now we're going to be out in the sun. Uh-oh, I think I lost my glasses. We're going to be out in the sun here, but it won't be for very long. And anyway, I'm going to turn this off and figure out where my glasses are. Okay, they were right where they were supposed to be. So look at that view. Oh my gosh, is that gorgeous? Looks like there's one person out there fishing at Swift Reservoir. We're in the marble unit. We're going to go up and take this road down, hit the pavement, work our way over back over the forest where we went back in. So it's been a good day, huh? Yeah, it's a quick one. Hey, look up here. Look up here. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's a quick one, but you know it's getting warm. Yeah, it's getting warm, so we're gonna... Did you smell something? Yeah, the wind all of a sudden hit my left side and her head just went... Isn't it beautiful? It's good spending this time out here with you, sweetheart. Yes, it is. All right. Okay, let's Look how that's all beaten down right there, all this tall grass. I think it's really only elk that do that. They can beat it down that much. That would be a lot of deer activity. Whew. Oh my God, the temperature just rose up. We're in the sun. We're at the top. And we're gonna hump it on down. So I'm breaking in a pair of newer Irish setter boots. These are mid-highs, and I've worn them about 2 times now. And if you are unsure about boots, or you're looking for another pair and you've never tried Irish setter, you need to do it. They have been, of all the boots that I've worn, they've been the most waterproof and the most durable. All seasons. I have some, they're top of the line elk hunter ones. I think they're called Pro Elk Hunter. I love them. They're fantastic, but they come up real high on my shins and they protect my shins from all the viney maples that snap up and whack you, and some of them are broken off and they can really do serious damage. In fact, before I got those, I wore their snake boots for the same reason, and they worked really well out here. People aren't buying snake boots in the Pacific Northwest generally for snakes, but I use them for ankle protection and ankle support, shin protection. They work great for that. Oh, what do you got? Did you grab some coyote poop? Come on, let's go. Yuck. Yucky. Yucky. Come on. Yucky. Oh yeah, there's another one that goes off. All these flowers, lots of bees in there. So anyway, check out Irish setter boots. They are really, really good boots. And no leaks. How about that? How many people you know can talk about their old boots that live in an environment like Southwest Washington and they don't leak? Yeah, that's how good they are. So anyway, there must be a 10-degree temperature change between walking in the shade of these trees and then we get out on the rocks where there is no shade. Boom, just like being on black asphalt. Really, she's doing fine. Her pads are pretty well built up. They're not in the best shape. They're not like a bird dog, but they're pretty good from all the wrestling and stuff she does in the backyard. So she's doing fine. There's a certain amount of tongue hanging out and fatiguing that I'll allow my hounds to go before we water, and she's not quite there yet. But one of the things that I see her doing is she's zagging back. Oh, that was a smell, and blocking me and getting in front of me. So she's actually thinking about, oh, coyote, huh? Come on. You smell where that coyote marked? Yeah. So she's thinking about water, but it's not really urgent to water her yet. And we're 200 yards from the truck where there's a big open Dakota water bend. Yeah. So let's get her out of the sun and get her water, get her back in, and then we'll make it back to the cabin. Look at, she's a happy girl. Look at that butt and that tail. Happy girl. Another indicator for your houndsman, the tail will start dropping. But if the tail's already starting to drop, you probably passed the window where you should have watered her. You got, the bees are going to get your nose if you keep sticking it in all those flowers. Yeah, pretty girl. Whoop, potty time, huh? All right, back to the main road. Let's see if she makes me go under or she goes through the man portion. Look how smart my hound is. She is smart girl, smart girl. Nobody likes ducking through gates. So tell me we're in the Pacific Northwest without telling me we're in the Pacific Northwest. Yep. All right, let's go. Okay, there's a glove. Those that either know, these gloves are left on the edge. They're left all over the place. They're basically mushroom pickers, and they just litter, unfortunately, the forest with them. I'm sure not all mushroom pickers, commercial bear grass people, just leave them. And I'm pretty sure some of them leave them as marks as to where to go in, but it's garbage. Man, come on, have a little respect. Look at that, garbage. Fucking garbage. They're such pigs. Always try to pull something out. Keep it with me. Imagine over the years I build up a lot of pickup trucks full of garbage. Okay, well let's see how badly she needed water. There's her Dakota water, automatic water. That's all ready for her. You want some water? Yeah, not that bad. Hey, come on. You want some water? Too exciting with cars going by? Hmm? Come on, let's water up. Hey. There we go. Not bad. Dad did good. Dad did really good. That was a perfect hike. Got out before it got too... Oh, you hear something? Oh yeah. The wind just hit me too. Got her first. All right, let's load up. Come on. Load up. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Good girl. All right, turn around. Come on. Turn around. There she is. This is my good girl. Oh, you did so good today again. Give me some love. Mwah. How you like that? Oh, how you like that? Mwah. Big old kisses. Good girl. All right. Well, that was a pretty quick trip. We got in and out of there pretty quick. And it was cool. A little warm at the end, but it was cool. No problem. I was concerned about the heat. It says 81 degrees now in the car, and so that's how much the heat picked up in just that little short time that we were in there. And my car was parked in the shade, so really got going. I imagine most of the animal activity we're going to see on these cameras here lately is going to be nighttime stuff. It's just too warm to be wandering around even in the forest during the middle of the day. So we'll see what we got. Two out of that, let me see, there's 5 of them, and I think 2 out of the 5, I think that's right, we're still working with batteries. So there is going to be some hopefully current stuff on there, at least us walking up to it. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining us at Trail Camera Adventures. John and Calamity today. Elton's at home with Mommy. girl. Okay, give me some room. There we go. Hey, did you have a good day? I did. We're not even done yet. So let's tell everybody what we did. So sit. Come on, sit. Come on, sit. So you don't want to sit? Sit. There we go. So we got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 trail cameras. 2 of the 4 were working. And when we went in, it was 60-some degrees, and when we got out, the car temperature, when we finally finished, it had already raised up to 80-some degrees. So it was a huge shift. We got in and out of there in time. It's not even 12 yet, so the day's really starting to heat up. And now we're at the cabin, doing a little debrief. We'll grab some things for home, and then we'll be back up here next week because we're having a shed put in. Maybe we'll grab some more cameras, and also that other area that we can drive way back, that is open now. So we've got cameras that have been in there for since last November, December. So we've got wintertime stuff, and really looking forward to seeing if they're all there, because there's a lot of logging trucks coming down from that area. Some of them might have been cut down. We'll find out. But anyway, thanks for joining us again.